Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody.
We're still working through getting a few people logged in on this new link login procedure.
May I interrupt with a few questions, or are you busy right now?
Busy right now.
Okay, come back with you.
Yeah. Just waiting to hear back. Andy and Mike are trying to get Andy logged in, so seeing kind of where they're at progress wise. There he is. Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, thanks, bye. All right, Andy, we can see you.
Woo!
I
got all of Frank's passwords so to get in here.
Nice.
Kathy, how'd you get in? Oh, you have a private email. I don't have a private email.
Well, you don't have your own account yet. Did you? You must have done that. How did you get in?
I
gave him my administrative account to get him in.
Oh,
Yeah.
because he hasn't set his own up yet.
It won't let me because the city domain is used.
Yeah, but you just set your own up using your email, right, Frank? We might need a tutorial on, yeah,
I'm,
Jasmine.
I'm gonna make one today. We are recording and streaming, so whenever the meeting wants to get rolling here.
Let
me get Amy set up. I'll be right there.
Oh, Mike is trying to get other people signed in.
All right. All right, so roll call, I have as voting members, Andy, Kathy, Rich, Jasmine, David, and Aaron. And then I have Aaron Caleri, Holly Cook, Sheila Wager, and Mike Lavery. So I think we're good to go, Andy.
Okay, then we will get started. You've done roll call.
Yep.
Do I have a motion to approve minutes?
So moved.
So moved, Rich. Second,
Second.
Aaron.
Aaron? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Aaron, have we received any public comment?
I have not received any public comment, and I don't believe there's anybody in attendance unless anybody wants to speak.
I had a question for you, Aaron. I got an email from Michael Keys about that property on East 7th, and I had assumed he sent it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure someone else got it, because I don't usually get those on behalf of BPRC. Did you get that as well?
Yeah, it was forwarded to me, and I explained that we are working with his attorney to come to a agreement. So
Okay.
we're hoping to have an agreement in place by the end of the week, because we have to have a response back to the judge by the 19th.
Would you mind, for the benefit of our new council person, just a real just a few minutes explanation on that background?
Absolutely. So hold on a second. Let me grab my file just so I can.
Because I know we're all pretty familiar with it. We've talked about it quite a bit.
Right.
PJ's waiting too, so I know you need an extra pair of hands, Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
And you're down by one.
Well, I'll try typing with one. I was ready to throw my keyboard by noon yesterday. All right, I just want to have a lot of as much information as I can give. All right, this is probably easier. Okay, so 405, 407 East 7th Street has been blighted since, it was blighted in February of 2020 by the BPRC. Has been owned by the owner of records, Mr. Watford, since 2015. It was purchased at tax sale by his father, that I now know is his father, in 2011, and has been vacant since. So it made the cut because in February of 2021 as a property to be identified for declaration of taken and condemnation by the Redevelopment Authority and the Erie Land Bank, due to it meeting the matrix that's set up as far as its condition, its longevity of being vacant, and its delinquency in taxes and utilities being cut off. So in February of 2021, we started the process of moving it through to get the steps needed to start the condemnation process. It was declared blighted by the Planning Commission. Resolution was set forth in June by the Redevelopment Authority Board authorizing the taking of the 18 properties identified. June 30th of 2021, we filed condemnation action against 405 East 7th Street. July 6th, we posted the property with the condemnation order as required under the law. July 7th, I received communication from the owner stating that he was living in the property. At that time, the city had authorized a service, electrical service, to be placed on the property the middle of June, roughly about a day after we placed the Redevelopment Authority authorized the taking of the property. So at that point, the water had not been turned on to the property, gas had not been turned on to the property, and the property had not received any certificate of occupancy from the city of Erie. So we proceeded with our condemnation proceedings. On the 7th, when the owner came into the property or into the office, I authorized or told him to seek legal advice on behalf of himself to go through this process. We had the process had proceeded. October 4th, we had a hearing of value on the property. At such time, we found out that the owner had filed a preliminary objection to the property, but since he did not use an attorney, he didn't file it appropriately and serve the redevelopment authority, so we did not know of that. The judge at that time issued an extension of time for the redevelopment authority to evaluate the property. We went out, we evaluated the property, determined that he said he was living there, that work had been going on at the property. He put a new roof on the property in the middle of July. We went back to court. The judge on December 17th authorized the preliminary objections to be heard. He held the preliminary objections on December 22nd. He ordered Mr. Watford out of the property because the property is condemned and not habitable and has not passed a certificate of occupancy by the city of Erie. And so now we are in the process of, and the judge also ordered the redevelopment authority to get a updated appraisal on the property. We did receive that. The updated appraisal values the property at $18,000 from our February appraisal, which valued the property at $0. So with the updated appraisal, that is what has put us into conversations with Mr. Watford's attorney to come to a solution to work with him on retaining the property, since the authority having to pay just compensation of $18,000, and it would be best to have him continue rehabilitation of the property, not residing in the property, but retaining the option of ownership if he follows through with the agreement. And that's what we are working on now, to detail out the timeline of what will need to happen for him to regain complete ownership and title to the property.
Thank you for that, Aaron. And if those who didn't get the email from Mr. Keys, he was requesting the BPRC rescind the declaration of blight, which, as I think Aaron just kind of overviewed, it's beyond the BPRC's purview to do any action on this property, because now it's in the hands of the redevelopment authority. But it has been a problem property since 2011, I think, is when you said it was vacant. Since 2000, so for 10 years it's been vacant. And then anyway, just wanted to clarify that for the for Miss Flores's just for her benefit. So anyway, thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I missed several dates and information, but if Ms. Flores, if you want more, I mean, like I said, welcome to come in and we can talk about everything BPRC. All right, Andy.
Okay. Aaron, Secretary's report.
All right. So right now there is 181 blighted properties on the blighted property list. That includes the 8 that the land bank optioned off of the judicial tax sale that we are waiting to take title to, which hopefully will happen in February, along with the other 28 properties that the Erie Redevelopment Authority or the Erie Land Bank currently have within their control. We have evaluated the blighted property list over the last month or so. There's 3 vacant lots that we'll probably be working on for February to get a rescission of blight on. We got about 39 properties that it appears the owners are doing something to, and then they're potentially, 18 to 20 properties that we're going to get with Mike and the other code enforcement officers and see about looking at as far as a rescission of blight. They appear to be in somewhat decent condition, and it may be that the owners have rehabilitated them and just failed to notify the Blighted Property Review Committee to get that rescission of blight. So we're going to be working on that over the next month and hopefully try to true up this list so that we have an accurate representation of what blighted properties we're working with. So that's my report.
Okay. Have you received any correspondence?
Nothing other than that email from Councilman Keys.
Okay. Any old business?
All right, we do have one rescission of blight for 1132 Cascade. I'll share a picture of it. It's very, all right. So they tore down the old Dowling's Tavern on the corner of 12th and Cascade. So no longer an issue of blight. So
Mr. Chairman, just want to make sure that the record reflects that I am here, but I would move that we rescind the blight declaration on that property if so needed.
Thank you, PJ. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Rich Baker. All in favor, say aye.
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 Nothing further, then move on to new business. Mike, if you would
Hey,
like to proceed.
Good morning, everyone. I have a quick one this month. So 435 East 28th Street. This was a fire damaged house, and the fire was in November of 2020. And it's been sitting without the repairs being done. There were no insurance on the property, was no insurance on the property to my knowledge. It's been sitting without repairs being done and become a junkyard and dumping ground for local drive-bys. The grass is overgrown. The water is on, but the electric is off and the meter box is removed, which is standard when a fire happens. It's been vacant for quite some time. At one point, the son of the owner reached out to me and said he was going to do the repairs, and that was in the beginning of this summer. I sent a repair demo order and then nothing happened. So I sent another one and nothing happened, and it's just sitting and deteriorating and rotting. It just changed ownership. So we sent, let's see. I've sent 2 repair demo notices on this. The electric's been off since the fire in November 9th of 2020. The original problems with this property started in 2003. This has been an ongoing issue even before the fire, on and off from code enforcement for quite some time under 3 different ownerships. And then we sent a repair demo order in September of this year, and then another one in December 1st of this year, and another notice in December 2nd of this year, and nothing was responded to. And then an out-of-town finance company, I think, just bought it at the sheriff's sale and went up for sheriff's sale. And I have not heard anything from them yet, but I haven't had the best of luck with out-of-town finance companies on a lot of these properties. So I'm presenting it for a blight designation. And if they do reach out to me, I'll work with them to try to get the property rehabbed. But if not, I would like to proceed with blight.
Do I have a motion to blight?
I'll
so
move.
moved. Second, Aaron.
David? And Aaron, would you like to second?
Yes.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
And that's a short list this month. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Michael. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
So-
And I'll second.
Who is that?
Me, PJ.
PJ? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, folks, thank you very much for your time.